It's the Brian and Kindra Show with Brian Cook and Kindra Cox of Keller Williams Realty Elite.
I am Kindra Cox.
I'm Brian Cook.
Between the two of us, we have over 30 years of experience.
Sharing real estate tips and advice. Right here on Classic Hits 1073.
Hey, it's the Brian and Kindra Show. It's Thursday night, and we are live today with our friends from Modern
We
Appliance.
did have guests, but you just offended them and they're leaving right now.
I'll stick around.
Man, you're lucky
I
she's
know.
not ultra sensitive.
Well, I have been around. Yeah.
All right, so we are excited because we have Modern Appliance here today. We have Jennifer and Matt Thompson, or Matt and Jennifer Thompson. I've said that twice today, Jennifer and Matt, and I thought, I'm probably going to get in trouble. Matt
I don't
probably
mind
wants to
going
be first. I know you didn't mind.
She's the better half.
But I didn't know, well, I knew that too, but I didn't know how much grief I'd get from Matt if I kept putting you first. And he's already been giving us grief. Already. We haven't even got started and we've got grief. Okay, so I want to tell about something that I'm super, super excited about. We have our Easter egg hunt coming up. Do you remember doing the Easter egg hunt last year?
Yes.
Okay, so last year was in the middle of COVID quarantine, right? And we were really bummed because we couldn't go and we like to go and see people, and so we couldn't run into the banks, we couldn't run into our closing companies and do all these fun things. So we had, what did we call it? I just lost my brain.
Extravaganza.
I don't know, but super extra fun. Yes, that's spelled EDGSTRA. Okay, so extra fun. I know I made that up. It's not even spelled right. It's spelled wrong. All right, so we put some eggs out in some listings that we had. So we had a dozen eggs. And they're, how big were those? Like a foot by, I don't know.
2 foot tall, foot wide.
Yeah, okay, so they're big, cute Easter eggs. And then the game is that everybody drive around. So this was quarantine.
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. Don't get out of your cars. Drive around, take a selfie or a picture somehow of you and the eggs. And the first person to find all dozen eggs got prizes. So do you remember who won?
Linda did.
One of our agents won.
Yes.
Linda Freeman did. And now she's with the XP. But yeah, she did. It was super fun. She was cracking me up. I had no idea she'd participate like
Yeah.
that. But then also Raquel Racine won.
Yes.
Super fun. I think I may have given her toilet paper for her prize.
I think so.
I don't remember. It may have been something different.
Because they donated the gift card, and she's like, "Oh, you win your gift card back."
Yeah, they're Taco Factory, and we had Taco Factory gift cards in our basket. So we're doing it again, and we're down to 11 eggs.
Because I probably lost.
I hope it was on you. I don't know. It could be in my garage. I haven't looked yet.
Okay.
Because I did
What if we
pick up a
find
couple
12?
of signs. This is why I'm not allowed to pick up signs, you guys. You really thought it's because it makes me cranky, but I lose them. Okay, so we have, we're going to be doing that. I think we start it next week? We started
April.
after the 26th, I
Yeah,
think.
April 1st,
I don't know when we started. No.
March 31st.
I don't really know. Anyway, so watch our Facebook page. That's the whole point.
Yep.
Watch our Facebook page, which is Brian Cook / Kindra Cox Realtor or something like that. I don't know. We'll help you find it.
Yep.
But watch that because it's going to be fun. We're doing some fun things. All right. Speaking of fun things, would you like to do your market stats?
Oh, yes. See how excited I get? Okay.
Yay.
Hey, we're still in the same boat we were last week.
54 listings?
No, we need more houses. 4 bedrooms, preferably. In fact, if we had
Right. How many are active on the market?
If we had I'm going to stop because if we could find a nice $250,000 to $300,000 4-bedroom house in town, I'd probably have a buyer sitting, ready, willing, and able. So, if you got one, then call me. But we have 59 houses on the market, which is 5 more than we did last week.
Hey, that's fantastic.
It is. So there's 6 new listings. There's still 20s, mid-20s pending in Woodward. 4 new houses went under contract and we closed 7. So it's kind of we still need more houses. 4.5 months inventory, which means we're still healthy, but it still comes back to we have people sitting and looking at houses that can't find what they love. And so they are waiting for that next your house that you're going to sell us on the market. So whoever you are out there listening, call us till we sell your house.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't look at me. We're not moving.
Okay, we need you to be quiet right
Yes.
now.
But maybe.
You're supposed to help encourage.
We'll
to want to
list your house
Not.
if you list your house.
All right, so let's take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and talk about Modern Appliance.
Yes. Comfort Zone is a multi-generational company serving Northwest Oklahoma in commercial and residential needs. Plumbing, air conditioning, heaters, refrigeration, sewer and drain cleaning, backhoe trencing, and crane service. And they are your geothermal specialists. Contact them at 580-254-5864 or stop by 116 East Main Street.
It's the 5 hours you spend in the kitchen mastering your famous recipe or spending quality time with your family. Other insurance companies may just see it as a house. It's not just a house, it's your home. Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Kevin Kanzler, and I see your home as the time and memories you put into them. I understand what your things really mean to you, and I'm here to help give them the protection they deserve. My office is located on the corner of 13th and Oklahoma and Woodward, or call me at 580-256-2216 for your home insurance today.
On Point Land Survey can take care of all your residential, commercial, and industrial survey needs. This family-owned and operated business proudly serves Northwest Oklahoma and Southwest Kansas. These lifelong Northwest Oklahoma residents with over 19 years of experience are ready to serve you with the latest equipment and capable trucks to get your job done. Call On Point Land Survey today at 580-256-6757 or at 1918 Main Street in Woodward, Oklahoma, or visit their website at onpointlandsurveyok.com. Professional, trusted, local.
This is Todd McHugh
Jackie Jones,
and Flor Castro
with Woodward County Abstract. Thank you to all of Northwest Oklahoma for letting Woodward County Abstract handle all of your real estate closing and title needs.
We provide real estate closings and title insurance for all of Northwest Oklahoma.
Pasen a verme para todas sus dudas y preguntas sobre bienes raíces. Con gusto les explico el proceso y estoy disponible a cada paso de la transacción para asistir con lo que usted necesite para cerrar su contrato.
We appreciate your business.
Hi, I'm Connie Rowland in the Mortgage Department at Bank 7. Bank 7 is a full-service bank with over 40 years of combined experience. Melinda Russo and I are a dynamic duo team committed to making your loan process smooth. With a variety of loan products, we would love to sit down with you and discuss your loan options in person, or we offer online and over-the-phone application processing. The Woodward branch is located at 34th in Oklahoma. Find us online at mortgage.bank7.com, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Bank 7 is an equal housing lender in MLS 677297. Phone 580-254-0100, where our best investment is you.
Hey, we're back. It's the Brian and Kindra Show.
All right, so we have Matt and Jennifer and Matt with Modern Appliance. Okay, so my favorite part about Modern Appliance, and I didn't realize this, but last year you guys were celebrating your 50th anniversary as a business.
Yeah, we were pretty excited about it.
So tell us the history, because I think that's my favorite part, is that we are ultra Woodward fans. Like, Brian Kindra Cox, love Woodward. I did not realize I would come back here and love my community so much, but I really do. And you're a Woodward girl too. You're a little bit younger than me, but you're a Woodward girl too. So tell us about Modern Appliance. How did you get started? How did you get started with Modern Appliance? Tell us everything. I want all the goods.
Born into it. Yeah, so I grew up climbing on refrigerator boxes. So Modern Appliance was my grandfather's, and then my parents, and then when Matt was getting out of the Army, this became an opportunity that we decided to move back to Woodward and jump in with. So
you've got a couple of kids, 3 kids.
3, yeah.
I always miss one. It's probably the middle one. And please, I so apologize because I'm the middle one. I get forgetting.
I'm the middle one.
My sister used to get left at church a lot. Being middle stinks. Okay, so you've got your family, and you came back to raise your family in Woodward, and we'd love to hear that because we do think Woodward is a great community. So the business, 50 years. So one of the things I always laugh about is how many things have changed since then. Like, we were talking a little bit ago about color schemes in the kitchen. So what color do you think your grandparents sold the most?
Well, we had the avocado green. I'm ready for that to come back.
Same.
So they,
please.
You've got the stainless, and then they came out with black stainless, and then they called it Sunset Bronze. I called it Harvest Gold. It was beautiful, but it was a stainless steel with just this kind of bronzy tint to it. I'm ready for like some sort of avocado steel. I don't know if it's going to happen, but
it would be so fun.
Interesting.
I would love it.
Tinted. Yeah, that's cool. Tinted, colored.
I think that's great. Have you sent in your request?
No, I need to talk to some more people
Can you
about
please
this.
talk to the powers?
Let's
that-
call it's kind of the sign shop across the street and have them wrap one.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
steel, so you can say, hey, look at this new.
I feel like we could like totally get some things going. Like we could
could.
start a new trend.
Right?
Yes. Please. Okay, it'd be fun. All right, so 50 years in business last year. You're actually coming up on 51, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So this year, though, you've made some big changes. So tell us about your new addition.
Oh, gonna make me.
It's your turn.
So
Matt.
there for about last 5 years, we had a dream of building a new warehouse that would be better to load people out of quicker and easier to take care of our customers. And we actually on Monday finished construction, and our first truckload was loaded into the building.
That is awesome. Okay, so here's the real question. How long ago did you order that truckload?
So we were talking about this before. With the pandemic, things have been very hard to get. This truckload had about 30 freezers on it, and it was ordered almost a year ago to the day.
That just blows my mind.
That is
But
crazy.
really, I mean, we kind of been laughing because we see on Facebook and stuff all the time that people are like, well, last week I think it was, they were like, a year ago, we had no idea that life was about to change. Like, it is just absolutely mind-boggling to think about all those different changes. And you guys really, I mean, you kind of suffered through some of that. There was a time there you were not able to get product, am I right?
Yeah, so freezers were a big problem for most of the summer. Those started coming in, late fall, I guess. And so, but it's still something that demand for it is still higher than normal, and production is still kind of janky.
Brian's like, I feel that way about my office help.
I do remember going in there, my refrigerator quit, and had you guys come look at it, and something could be fixed, and it was out of warranty. It's like right at 10 years old, so that's my luck. And so I gave it away, and I came down, and you're like, well, you get what you get. And you had a great selection, which was still good, because some people called me and were like, we were talking about refrigerators. Some other people, they said, well, you couldn't find any refrigerator. Like, we couldn't find anything we even like. And so we walked in, and we had 4 or 5 to choose from, and we bought one. So yes, that was one thing I do like about your store. Like, I mean, you can go to the big box stores, and they've got stuff and stuff and stuff, but generally your stuff is I feel like yours is better quality. And then you guys came out and checked my refrigerator and said, we can't fix that. Here's the problem. Here's what it is. Not just to sell me a new refrigerator, because somebody could read into that, but that's not what happened. we broke it apart and looked at it. Here's the problem.
That's a clever scheme.
Yes. Yeah. And so took it to shop, dropped it off, and then you shipped my new one out there. So
You said something that I think is really important. So one of the things that is special to you all, and actually I remember this from years and years ago. I lived in Laverne for a number of years, and you guys were always quick to come to service my broken appliances. So do you want to talk about what you do as far as service and your service areas?
Okay, so we go to Laverne. We go about 60 miles in each direction. We've recently started going to Enid for service calls over there as well. But yeah, we try to get out to people as soon as possible, because it's no fun to have like your washing machine down.
No, because it only breaks whenever you have like all the laundry to do.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, but yeah, we're kind of excited about opening up. We added a service tech and are covering the Enid area.
That's fantastic.
As well, so kind of growing. And
do you work on every brand, or are you brand specific?
There's a few brands that we don't work on. It's mainly the Samson and LG. They are a Korean brand. They don't really play well with others, I guess is the way you want to say that. They don't like to give engineering help.
Right.
With everything being so electronic now and ran by computers, without being able to talk to engineers, sometimes you just can't find the problem.
Right.
And those two companies are historically terrible at sharing
I've
that
heard that across
information.
the board, not just from Modern Appliance. I've heard that from other places as well.
You're very hard to find somebody in all of Oklahoma that will work on them.
Right.
Even the city has major problems with that.
So I'm assuming that means that's not a product that you sell.
No.
So again, if I buy local, then I'm not going to run into that kind of an issue.
Right. We always try to watch. Every manufacturer is going to have something sometime that just doesn't work right. and we try to watch that as soon as we see a problem, just not even carry that model or that brand altogether. Because if we put it out there, you're not going to be very happy with us. And we want you smiling at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. So, another thing you have in your store is KitchenAid.
Yeah.
The mixers. Last year you had the cutest mixer.
So we bought a new house,
Oh, my
and we
stars.
have a new big kitchen with a lot of counter space, and my wife said, we have to get us a KitchenAid. I'm like, KitchenAid what? I knew exactly what she meant.
Right?
Do you have
So-
that in yellow?
We should.
How fun.
Eventually, I've got one of those on order since August.
Well, if I can have it before August,
Right.
my anniversary would be perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, so we got red mixers in stock. The other colors will start shipping again, but we ran out well before Christmas, and just production issues again. I feel like a downer.
Yeah, no. Here's the other thing. Here's why. One thing about the KitchenAid, like you can get on Amazon and find a KitchenAid mixer, and there is a difference between the one you sell and the one you buy online. I know you tried to explain it to me, and I did a little bit of research, and I read the reviews on them, and they verified what you were saying about they use cheaper parts just to get them cheaper, so that people will buy them there instead of buy not commercial grade, but a
Right. So kind
They
of
call
what
it artisan.
yeah, kind of what happens there is the Walmarts and the Best Buys and the Home Depots of the world, they go out there and say, you will build me this for this much money. And that's how they get around selling it so cheap. A lot of times if you break those KitchenAid mixers open, you'll see one with steel gears versus plastic gears. A full quart of oil versus a half a quart of oil. And you can't tell that by looking at them. So watching where you get stuff, just because you might be a little bit more expensive, you might be getting a whole lot more for that.
Yeah.
Like Jen said, we ran into product issues with those too. We had people calling us and emailing us all the way from New York, Connecticut, everywhere, wanting the 2 or 3 mixers that we had left, and it was interesting to see that happen so much.
So yeah, and then I keep diverting off, but we're going to divert back to real estate. So back not very. I remember your dad. One time I was working on a dishwasher in the house. This guy, long story short, he wanted a new kitchen in the house, and so I said, sure, put it in the contract. So I had to put it in a new kitchen. We got to the dishwasher piece, and we just had complications. And I remember going back up there to get parts. It was right at 5 o'clock or 5:30, what time you close. And I said, okay, here's finally what I need. And he said, great. He said, I'm just going to follow you over there. And he followed, hands and knees, got down, and he helped me put it all back, finish it, put it all together. And so you can't get that somewhere else. I mean, I know I've called you guys several times for last minute, like, hey, all kinds of stuff. Hey, I'm closing a house and I messed up on the refrigerator. What do you got in stock? And so we've done stuff like that. So, and you guys are real quick and hands-on and ready to jump in there with us and get things done.
Okay, so let's talk about trends. So we see trends all the time, of course, in homes. What color schemes and what kind of trends are you seeing with the appliances?
Okay,
Tell me white's coming back because I still love my white appliances.
You can still get a lot of stuff in white, and once the pandemic stuff's over, that'll be easier. But stainless steel is definitely the most popular color. Black stainless is another kind of up and coming color. White and black are here for now, at least. Interesting. The almond, biscuit, whatever color, very big in Florida. But yeah, you can still get a couple things in that color. But 80% of appliances now are coming out in that stainless steel color, and to keep up with the demand increases and supply shortages and whatnot, a lot of the manufacturers have stopped making a lot of like French door refrigerators in white and black. They're just focusing on the stainless steel. It makes it just faster and easier to crank out a lot more when they're not shutting down the production line and switching it over to a different color.
Awesome. All right, we probably need to take a quick break, and then we will be right back.
Homeowners and business owners, do you want to know how to extend the life of your home or commercial building? Call APC LLC in Woodward. APC specializes in installing high-quality 5-inch and 6-inch seamless guttering and custom commercial guttering. Whether it's a small system or a large system, APC can help. Call APC LLC at 580-571-2384. That number again is 580-571-2384 for all your seamless gutter needs.
Our home is usually our largest investment, and we insure it against damage. One unseen destructive force not covered by most insurance policies is termites, which can infest a house for years before being detected. Termites cost U.S. homeowners an estimated $5 billion annually in treatment and repairs. Using the Centricon termite bait system, JCP Services can protect your home from the threat of a termite infestation. Call 580-334-5380. Again, 580-334-5380.
Stop in to Modern Appliance on Main Street today to see powerful Maytag brand kitchen appliances available in a finish inspired by cast iron. Cast iron black is a hard-working, matte finish that is as tough as it is timeless, so you can trust it to help resist scratches while helping hide fingerprints and minor dents, and stand up to the everyday. Add an iconic look to your home with cast iron black kitchen appliances from Maytag brand. See it at Modern Appliance, 2102 Main, or online at modernappliancewoodward.com.
For 150 years, Sherwin-Williams has been an industry leader in the development of technologically advanced paint and coatings. As the nation's largest specialty retailer of paint and painting supplies, Sherwin-Williams is dedicated to supporting both your do-it-yourselfers and painting professionals with exceptional products, resources to make confident color selections, and expert personalized service that's focused on your unique project needs. Sherwin-Williams is your neighborhood paint store. Stop by and see them, 2101 Oklahoma Avenue, or call them 580-256-5861.
Okay, we are back. I just thought of something, like it just popped into my brain. You said it a minute ago, but I forgot about it already, and then here it is. Matt, you are a volunteer fireman.
Yes.
Guess what I did this week?
Uh-oh.
I bought... No, I haven't cooked. That's not true. I have cooked this week, actually. I didn't set anything off. But I did go. We talked last week about the importance of smoke detectors. And I told Brian, I went, because I'm the worst. My house is tiny, and if I open the oven, then it would set off my... I think it must have been heat sensitive, not just smoke, because there's no smoke. Like, we joke that it's my horrible cooking, but it's not. I'm really a decent cook. I really am. Like, don't look at me like that. I really am. Okay, so, maybe, regardless. So I went and I bought smoke detectors for every bedroom. Is that right? Brian said to put them in every bedroom.
Yeah, a lot of times,
But it's a tiny house.
I'd have to go back and look. There's all sorts of different rules and what they kind of want to see, but definitely in every bedroom, definitely in the kitchen. Even though when we burn the bread or whatever, the toaster, it goes off.
Stuff down.
No, I'm not saying you. I have done it.
Toast.
I have done it. But yes, definitely in every bedroom, because that's what's going to wake you up at night. That's what's going to get you out of bed when there's an issue.
So here's the thing that was kind of my takeaway, though, because I've really kind of neglected that, and I found little tiny ones, less than $5 each, and was shocked. Like, my checkout at Walmart was one of my cheaper checkouts and it really kind of blew my mind. So, but I saw you and thought firemen, so thank you so much for doing that volunteer work. You, Jennifer, you are a huge volunteer for Woodward Main Street. And I know, I see Matt helping you a lot in the evenings, some of the activities and stuff, but I know you put out a lot of time in volunteering for our community. And so just a quick thank you for what you do for Woodward. Okay, warehouse. What do you have in your warehouse right now? Like, right now, what is the time for me to buy?
So we have a good stock on freezers right now, yeah.
Finally.
So we've got lots of side-by-side refrigerators. We have a big truck coming in on Tuesday, so I'm excited about that because there's a couple categories that are a little low right now. So we just had our semi-annual buying show, like when the vendors get together and show us new product and stuff like that. So our market, if you will. So that was this week, and so we've got a bunch of new appliances coming in from that.
Super fun. So in the next couple of weeks, people need to get down and do some shopping.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so what? Amanda Bronner is with Woodward County Abstract, one of our sponsors. Actually, oh, by the way, Melinda Russo had messaged up here on Facebook a little bit ago, and her son, Chris Annis, works for you guys.
Yes.
So she gave you a quick shout out. So if you guys have amazing employees, and she didn't say it was only Chris. She said all your employees are amazing. So Bank 7 is another one of our sponsors. So she asked, what is your top selling refrigerator?
I would say it's probably a tie between like the French door and then just like your standard freezer on the top. So we sell a lot of those, but a lot of times if space allows and whatnot, people really like the French door. So that's the pull-out drawer for the freezer on the bottom, and then the 2 doors up top. That's all your refrigerator space.
What do they like about it?
I think because we're in the refrigerator more often than the freezer, so everything's eye level, easy to get to, and if you've got a freezer out in the garage or something, then you can keep the bulk of everything out there, and then just a couple of maybe the
yes, and chicken nuggets.
Yeah, at our house it's chicken nuggets.
You do cook like me.
Yeah. Our one daughter cannot live without chicken nuggets.
Awesome. Okay, I had something else, but I think I may have lost it. I probably did. I wanted to hit one more time that you said that you just expanded your service area over to Enid. I think that's really fantastic. I mean, we sell real estate not just in Woodward, but in all of these little surrounding communities, and so it's important to us that whenever we sell someone a property, that if they call us and say, "Hey, my refrigerator's acting up. What do I do?" Because we want to be a resource. And so it's helpful to us to be able to go, you know what, Modern Appliance goes as far as Enid, oh my gosh, and to be able to hand out your information. So I think that's really spectacular.
Because we've had customers call us, like, even last week when I was going to Oklahoma City metro area and help them buy a house or sell a house. And I mean, we would love to, but, like, I don't have specialists down there that'll take care of my people. So you call me today and say, I need a heat and air guy or a plumber guy or electrician or an appliance person or a title person or a lawn mowing guy. We've got lists, and we have people that we trust and recommend. And that's one reason why we haven't reached out to other communities, is we're just not as well equipped as we are in Woodward, because we have great people in Woodward that take care of us.
Boy, don't we.
And it's super beneficial to have that. So you having somebody in Enid, I mean, I don't do much business in Enid, but it'll be a game changer for you over there.
It was kind of hard to get to that point. And the reason we ended up doing it is the Elvas, the Fairviews, the Longdales didn't have anybody that took care of them.
Right.
And they were sending people from 2-3 hours away to try to get there. And of course, you're paying big money for someone to show up. And we saw that need, which I still consider a lot of those our community, because they're only 45 minutes out, an hour out. And so we worked very hard over the last 2 years trying to figure that out and try to get them support.
That's awesome.
I think that's
and
fantastic.
Same with real estate. I think we could use a good real estate agent in the Fairview.
Right.
Does your guy also sell houses? Or
Yeah.
we keep him pretty busy.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows someone. Okay, so we talked about freezers and regular appliances and KitchenAid mixers, but you also sell televisions. Do you want to talk a little bit more about some of your other lines real quick?
We do. We pretty much have all LG televisions. Of course, they have a few different models. What we consider, your everyday TV, or a little bit better watching, and then you go all the way up into what they call your OLED, which is basically a movie theater in your house. We were talking about the one lady that just mentioned her son Chris. Thank God we have the staff that we do. Chris is a great service tech delivery guy. We also brought a gentleman in Marshall, great knowledge on TVs. Awesome. Anything electronic, he can answer it better than any one of us. So it's all about putting the right people in the right place. And we got a great selection of the TVs, and we got a very knowledgeable guy to help with that.
And some pretty skilled fellas that can hang them, mount them on the wall, hide wires.
Oh, awesome.
All that good stuff because you don't want a nice TV and then 6 dangling wires. I know, I wouldn't be able to take my eyes off of it. So
It gets to be a challenge when you put a 90-inch TV about 20 feet up the wall.
Yeah. Oh,
Absolutely. Awesome. All right, so give us your address and a phone number so that people can get in contact with you.
All right, we're at 2102 Main Street. We're behind the United that's on Oklahoma. And you said address and what? Phone number? It's 580-256-3328, and we have a website. Best place to pre-shop before you come in, modernappliancewoodward.com. It's got an in-stock flag so you can see what we have today.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Brilliant, because I am definitely a pre-shopper.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for giving us a little bit of your time this evening. We know that you're busy and probably ready to get home to your kiddos.
Thank you.
Great. So we appreciate
All
that.
three of them.
Yeah. So if you're out there looking to update your appliances to sell your house, give us a call. I'm Brian, 580-334-2303. And that's Kindra.
580-216-0090.
Thank you.
Your new favorite, Classic Hits 107.3 KLSI Moreland Woodward. Tell a friend.